Evening.
How is everyone doing tonight? Mary, how are you?
Hello.
We have done quite a bit on the farm today, but I will say we've been reading all the comments from the video we posted earlier today, and man, there's so many so kind comments. Thank y'all so much.
Yes. Usually, for some reason here lately, they've been putting an ad right at the very beginning. So I think that's why it takes a little bit to
Actually get
actually
caught
hop
up.
on. Yeah.
Everybody might be in bed too. Maybe in bed. Jacob, how are you? Oh, there's Kevin with our way out.
Hey, I'm first to post on your live.
Nancy, how are you? Dana, how are you? Randy, Pam,
Hey,
Tammy, Deborah, thank y'all so much for hopping on here with us tonight. We have got really good internet tonight, cross our fingers. They come out and fixed everything, so hopefully we don't have any issues like we did the other night, the last couple times we actually went live.
It's been working so far so good because we haven't done it live since then, but the TV's been running, his computer's always running. Our phones are powered up to Wi-Fi. Plus, last night I was working on my my laptop, and it was hooked to Wi-Fi. So we've had quite a bit of stuff on there, and it hasn't kicked out on us yet.
No, so far so good. But they come in and replaced everything, gave us a new wire. Yeah, it was amazing. They did a lot.
How's recovery going?
Going good. I think we're I'm still taking it easy, just because I do not want to take a chance and get a hernia. But yeah, we're taking it easy. Stephanie kids are doing an amazing job. And we got some big plans going on, especially with the tiny house. We got some work that we're fixing to start doing in here, so we're super excited about that. I know you are, especially with space.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ed Kirkpatrick, what's going on, buddy?
Hey.
What happened to our geese? Our geese went to a neighbor's house for a little while. They're still our geese.
Yes, I seen on. I was reading the comments today earlier, and I seen a few people were asking where the geese were, and I didn't say anything. That's one thing about having the two channels is I just assume y'all know because on Brandon's channel we have mentioned the geese moving on to another farm or whatever, but on mine I haven't, and yeah, that's what
Cindy. Yes, that surgery it was pretty rough. I've never been through anything like that. I was down, and I was going to be the tough guy that here I'm going to be out walking around the day 2, day 3. I wasn't the tough guy. That was probably some of the worst stuff I've ever been through.
So the bruise around your belly is horrible. Yeah, well, it's even worse now, but with any bruise, when it's something major like surgery or like if you get a knot on your eyebrow or anything like that, it gets worse before it gets better. That just means it's healing.
Jacob says the video you did with the tribute to the falling officer was amazing. Yes, it was. I put a lot of time into that. Hey, Dean, how are you?
Kevin said, "Did you not see Marie's video? Your geese went to the auction." Just kidding.
No, I was about to say no.
It looked like it. I didn't go to the auction, but Brandon was saying there was some geese just like those.
Yeah, I was just curious how much they actually brought. But no, I'm maybe when we get our house, they'll be all right down here. But right now, no, there's not enough room.
Yeah.
Ron says, "Hey, Brandon, Stephanie from the southwestern Ontario. I'm glad you're recovering good, Brandon. Yes, it was pretty painful, but we're doing good. Out walking around, I'm going through the motions, just not lifting none of the heavy stuff." Kevin, what are those little black round things on those buildings?
Yeah, I was watching that.
I could not figure out what those are. And then plus, what kind of feed is that? That looks kind of like our 4-way blend.
Yeah, it looked real powdery. Grace said, Stephanie, you look pretty good driving that tractor. Keep up the good work, young lady. You'll have it down in no time. You put that in there in today's video?
Yeah, that was in today's video. So here's the deal, guys. We're all caught up now. These videos that we're recording now are just right in a row. So I'm glad I did have those videos backed up because it was pretty rough.
Just after a little instruction. Yep, Jama.
Is that the one you just read?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was reading it in my head, and then you clicked on it, and I was like, okay, let's finish it. Happy New Year from T.L. Watkins.
Happy New Year to you as well. Good afternoon. Good afternoon from Mississippi, Missouri.
Yes, the kids are in bed. Yeah, the 3 youngest ones are still asleep. Leighton's getting ready to head over to bed. And
yeah.
Puppies are doing good.
Really good. Hello from Kentucky. Good to see you both. Hope you are doing well, Becky. Yes, we're doing really good, and I'm not going to spoil anything for Steph's video, but yeah, it's going to be a good video tomorrow. We got a rude awakening this morning, but it's good. Hey, Brandon, Stephanie, what? I have confirmation for our hotel in Pryor, but I don't know where.
Bonnie's the one that won the tickets.
Okay, so I did see the email, and I'm actually the tickets. I'm getting a hard copy of it, and I'm going to send you a picture of it. That way, you have it on your phone. But once you get there, if you have any problems, just tell them you won the ticket, and I've already told everybody about the winner. So
they'll contact Brandon and verify if they have to, but the picture should work. Kevin says those boards were part of an old springboard gymnastic floor. The round, things are what held the springs. I repurposed the floor to use for the project.
Gotcha.
We was wondering, it looked like cameras all around, like you had eyeballs looking everywhere or something.
Steve, I mean, this ain't our house that we want, but it's our tiny home, and we love it.
It's almost complete, and yeah.
Yeah, we're fixing to do some other things in the cabin, so you'll be seeing that coming up soon. Our Kentucky home says that baby Miracle just melts me with the mama dog and puppies. Yes, they're so sweet. It's amazing. I was going to let the girls take them off, but we haven't made it there for you.
I wouldn't. I think it looks kind of cool.
And make people ask questions.
Yeah. I just love your family. Thank you, Joel.
Yes, thank y'all so much for coming over, and we greatly appreciate it.
Only 2 hours sleep in 36 hours, and had to go for a test today for chronic pain and pinched nerve in the neck. Gail, well, I hope that you can get some relief from that, because I woke up one time with it was like a pinched nerve or something in my neck, and I couldn't turn it at all. And that's nothing like chronic pain. So I can't say that I feel you, but I feel a little bit.
You said my name right. Thanks. That had to be Steph, because I butcher all kinds of names. God bless you both. Prayers. Thank you. Lori, hope this... Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hope this evening is doing well. Indiana here. Please pray for my 84-year-old mother in the hospital with chest pain. We will definitely do that, Lori. Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi. There's Uncle Rocky.
Dean said, how come you're not on Facebook? And I was about to ask, Brandon, why didn't you do Facebook? But I've been reading Facebook questions or comments.
Facebook's on there.
Yeah, Dean, we got both.
Hey, Brandon, Stephanie, good to see you, Brandon. Up and around. Get well soon. Yes, I'm finally getting around a little bit better. The big deal right now is bending over. I can actually bend over to touch the ground, but it just takes a little bit. Good evening, Brandon, from Texas.
You and Kayson should do a live together sometime soon, since the last one had internet problems.
Yeah. I think we're going to do that. He's
been stuck to Brandon's side.
Yeah, he absolutely loves it. We've been doing a lot of trapping.
Kevin said, "Yep, nowhere to hide around here because I have boards with those round things everywhere around here."
That'd be a good way to find it. You're so welcome. Thank you so much for watching, Monty, and we'll have those tickets there for you.
There's Dean. He says,
He said,
"Okay,
"Oh, I found it." Yeah.
He probably said that before I even read the other one. Randall says, "Hi, Eddy family. This is Randy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Brandon, the tribute you did for the fallen deputy really got to my heart. God bless y'all."
Yes, it did mine too. I mean, I probably went through that video maybe 100 times, just editing and stuff. Luckily, by the end, it didn't get to me as much as the first time, but it was really good.
Any new babies lately? No, we haven't had any new babies. Just the last one was the little miracle baby, and the puppies, of course. But we've had those for a little
couple weeks.
Yeah, a few weeks now. I'm sure Pryor has grown a lot since we lived there. I have found memories of that. Fond memories of that small town.
Yeah,
it's booming.
Which we've never really went up there until we started YouTube, and it seems like everything we do goes up that way. Like the auctions we go to is up that way. So it's crazy how big that place is.
Thanks, Bonnie. I just hope he don't bounce off the building.
Who's that?
Dean said that.
Oh, well, Dean, looked like you lost some power the other night and had a little fire on your power pole.
Yep.
I seen you out there looking it up. Chris said, "Hit that like button." Yes.
I watch you mostly on YouTube. Thanks for reading my comment. My cat likes watching your videos.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, Lori. And it says, "Hi, Brandon, Stephanie from Texas."
My 3-acre homestead, the Apache. Probably talking to someone else. I thought it said Porsche for a minute from back here, and I was like, I seen a Porsche today. You don't really see Porsches just kind of randomly on the road, but I did. Linda says, "Watch y'all putting the kids' beds up today. You did a good job on the trim work today. Love you guys."
Yes. We still got to do a little bit more, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Good to see you guys. Hope all is going well. I have been watching a lot of videos from the past of Arms Family Farm and Do Your Best videos, catching up on older videos for the last couple of days. Awesome, Marsha. We've actually been doing that, or we've been kind of from the olden days from goat babies, because we was just checking logs and stuff on the goat kids, and we've been watching a whole bunch of old videos.
Yeah, we got. I'm going to show you this new program we got. It's amazing. Let me get it pulled up here.
Dean said our power company responded in 15 minutes. You can't ask for better than that. That's awesome. Brandon, did you say the officer was your cousin?
Yes, he's like my third or fourth cousin on down the line. I know he's my dad's cousin. So on down, I've known him all my life.
Hello, Brandon, Stephanie from Mississippi. Love watching your family. You both work so hard to take care of your animals. Your channel's growing like crazy.
It is, and that's thanks to y'all.
Yes, Nancy, I can see your comments. I know. Now I've seen it pop up, but I was actually, what do you say, indisposed. I was helping out outside, but Nancy, remember Nancy?
Nevada?
No, Cochran. She emailed us something. She was wondering if she was blocked or something. But you're not. You're definitely not.
I think I looked that up before too. Yeah.
Said Stephanie, say my name. Is it Satin? I want to know if I got it right.
Got to catch up there. I got behind before, and I don't
That's
want
what I started on the bottom down here.
Cassie to get me on that. But we got one of y'all recommended this app to us, and we went through,
Why are
and
you giving away your video?
that's where I am. We went through and logged all of our goats. Like we took pictures of our goats, we got their names, their ear tags. So that's going to be a big help around here. I don't remember who did that, but
Thank
thank
y'all.
y'all.
Nice work, Steph, on the new tractor. You go, girl. Nice looking new Billy you have on the farm.
I know, I love it, and I put him in today too.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was all hiding them in my video and stuff.
Did you ever come up with a solution to the turtles in the pond? I know up here in Ohio, farm ponds can be some of the best fishing. So we were just dispatching them because we're not keeping them no more because we ended up having a whole tank full and we couldn't get rid of those dudes.
Steph, you did a good job on the tractor.
Finally got up into the 50s, so it's been a heat wave. Yeah, it's been in the 50s here too.
Yeah, and then like the next 2 days, it's supposed to rain and be all nasty again, and it's like late. This season is supposed to be like September, October, November is usually when we get the heavy rain and stuff, and usually we get the snow and nasty weather, the ice and stuff. February, it's backwards.
Doris said, "Hi." Hello, Brandon and Stephanie. Praying all is well. Yes, thank y'all so much for the prayers.
And says, hey, y'all. Hope everyone's doing well. Good to see y'all.
We are. We're doing wonderful. I can't wait until next week. Next week, I'll feel more comfortable about picking up things. And usually I try to bounce back really, really quick, but there's no bouncing back from this. I mean, I do not want to take a chance of hurting myself. Mail says, new viewer and subscriber. Well, thank you so much for stopping in. We greatly appreciate it. Hi from Austin, Texas. Me and my husband love your channel. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much for watching. Austin, Texas. I've been there one time. That's back in my crazy, crazy days. Yeah, we can see your comments, Nancy. I'm just going back over, make sure I didn't miss none when I can just see Kayson with his first raccoon hat in the making. That little guy makes me smile. Yes, he is all wrapped up in the trapping right now. Such a joy, and all the kids too. Each one is precious. Yes.
Yeah, she said. I was just hoping that one of the new baby's name would be Satin. And yes, my dear, you got it right.
Satin. We always need a good name for a goat. Mm-hmm. Good healing vibes from Rattlesnake Mountain, Virginia. Well,
we may not visit that place.
No, I'm not going to visit there. But yeah, it's been. Well, I mean, everybody's been going through this whole ice and the cold spell, but now everything's unthawed, but it's all muddy. So I went to Tractor Supply and we brought 15 bags of shavings, and we're going through and pulling all the shavings out of the pins now, adding more. But I think what we're going to do with the old shavings, besides putting it in a mulch pile, we're going to take the old shavings and put it where the mud is, and try to soak that up. Yeah,
because we're going to be getting a lot more rain. Looks like.
Yeah. There's old Neil. What's going on, Neil? Pulling another.
Oh, you're fine, Sharon.
Dennison, hello. Brandon and Steph.
Hang in there. It said on the weather side that we may have 8 more weeks of this nasty stuff, and then beauty spring will come in. I was wondering about how long my phone, I took it off the case on accident. How long the weather was gonna be crazy. If y'all are as muddy as us, it's gonna take a bunch of shavings. Yeah,
It
like
is.
this much of mushy mud.
Yeah. So the deal with the barn is like I need to go to Tractor Supply tomorrow and get one of those big pitchforks because all that's got
Yeah,
to come out of that barn because it's
I
the
knew we was
smell.
gonna get one back. Yeah,
Slow and steady wins the
back
race in healing. Yes.
when I was doing it that one time.
And usually I'm the hard headed one. I'm the one that like go eat what I want, and everybody comments, be by the bathroom, this and that, take the gallbladder out. Man, I've been putting it
Nothing.
to the test. I went and ate biscuits, gravy, sausage, eggs, bacon, pork steak,
Pizza.
pizza, hot sauce, Mexican
You
food.
ate, yeah, we ate Mexican for
Yeah.
lunch.
So I am thankful. My body is going to be one
Didn't
that
need a gallbladder.
yeah, didn't need a gallbladder.
Congratulations, Kayson, with the raccoon.
Yes. Um, Man, and bless his heart, we've been checking the traps every evening after school, and we went up there today, and we found two areas that they're actually coming through. We actually found out they took one of our birds by just driving the fence line. We found all the feathers, and so we set some foot traps there, and you can see a couple prints by the foot trap. So today we didn't have time, so tomorrow we'll probably go up there and actually put a couple more traps a little closer.
Thank you, Doris. Lenny said, I was afraid it would hurt y'all's algorithm. I can't ever say that right word.
On what?
I don't know. Whatever you were talking about, it just now popped up. Neil says, Steph did a great job on the tractor. Is manual transmission and a clutch a new thing for you? Yes. I drove a clutch vehicle one time with Brandon, and let's just say I went halfway down the road and then he started driving. Like halfway down the road was like half a block.
Hello from Illinois. Hope you're doing better. I've been sending prayers for a fast recovery. Well, thank you so much for the prayers. I mean, we've been on so many prayers lists that it's been unreal, and I'm very thankful. And I know a lot of people said that something else had to go wrong because how bruised up it was, but everybody is different. I did go back and watch a video of how they actually take the gallbladder out the other night because I was trying to figure out why does it hurt so bad. Well, I seen where they cut the belly button open, and then they put their fingers inside that little hole, and they go around the skin and the fat to make it separate so they can blow up the stomach. And yeah, I can see why it hurts a little bit.
Dale says, what were you doing with the window washer fluid? That it's on the video with bringing the tractor in, but we put it in the back tires.
Yeah, that's how we weighted our tires down.
Stephanie and Brandon, please keep my sister in your prayers. She was told today that she has the C word.
Brenda, we will definitely do that, Brenda. That's it.
It's going around.
Seems like it's going around terrible here lately.
Did you get to take the gallbladder home with you?
No.
I'm surprised you didn't ask because he brought home a tooth one time. And I was like, they don't usually give you the tooth.
Yeah. Nancy, I just realized that. Says, Brandon, you told us you were going to show us Kayson's chickens today in the video, but I didn't see them. That's my fault. I forgot all about to put them in the end.
And today, I guess you could have showed him his chickens, but Kayson hasn't even been able to see those EGGSs because we haven't been home. Addison had practice and Leighton had practice today, and they got off the bus and literally got a snack, and we was like, get back in the car. So I want to show them those maybe tomorrow.
We got over 6 inches of rain since yesterday. Wow. But we had a terrible drought this summer. We really needed it. Yeah, we did too.
Our drought wasn't as bad as year before last.
Yeah, year before last was terrible. Well, good night. Got some sleep or get some sleep.
Gotta get the grandkids to school in the morning.
All right. Good night. Thanks for watching. Katie says, good evening. I'm now out of the car. Well, awesome. Oh, Dean, I was just wondering if he picked up.
Pickled.
Oh, you read that a while ago.
No, he was asking if you pickled them.
Oh, no. I wasn't in the mood for none of that. Honestly, I don't even remember the car ride home. I remember eating some Chick-fil-A. Um,
Julie from New Zealand, I love the new tractor. It will help you all a lot. Glad to see Brandon is doing better. I also love the post of trapping and Kayson's enthusiasm.
he is. He's all wrapped up in it. I tell you, our next big project, which is probably going to have to come sooner but later, is we've got to order some more rock. And oh
It's
man,
like mud coming up our driveway.
It's muddy coming up our driveway and our circle drive out here. I'm not looking forward to it, but I think we're going to have to break down and get at least 3 truckloads.
Yeah. We may have to probably wait before we order it because the rain.
Yeah. Brandon, you be careful. Do not fall in the mushy stuff. Yeah, I definitely keep my balance for sure and damage yourself and damage to yourself. Yes.
Kate, I'm doing good. Doing good. Francis says, my husband had double hernia surgery January 3rd. He is still resting in the lift chair. In the meantime, I have broke something in my back. Brandon, gallbladder surgery is not a walk in the park, so take care of yourself. I had mine out last year and still have trouble with spicy foods. I'm 84.
Yeah, that's a lot of people say that. But I'm hoping once everything heals up, it took care of the problem. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey there from South Georgia. I'm so glad all went well for you, Brandon. Continue prayers for your healing. God bless you and your sweet family.
Well, thank you.
Is Leighton still interested in trapping?
Yeah, he's so busy right now with sports, wrestling.
Yeah. It's kind of in between sports that he does more trapping, I think.
Yeah, in the summertime because like right now is wrestling practice. After school he goes to wrestling practice until 5 o'clock, and then he goes to some duels during the week, and it'll probably change when the time changes as well. It gets dark early.
It is starting to. Yeah, it's starting to get darker earlier and lighter earlier.
Yeah.
Like it, you know what I mean. Right in the morning. We can actually see outside when we walk outside.
Hey, Beth Masters. Hello, Brandon and Stephanie. Glad to see you recovering from your surgery. Love watching your videos. Well, thank you so much for stopping in and watching our videos. And I know with everybody on Facebook, they get a little bit confused if they just start following us. But we both have a YouTube channel, but we air all of it on one Facebook. But for Facebook, we've got 2 viral videos going out right now, and it's taken off. And it's both the puppies, and one of them is with the little bitty goat getting in with the puppies. So it's really cool. I think that one's up to 1.5 million today. It took off yesterday. And the other one that took off, early part of last week, and it's up to almost 6 million views. So, yeah, it's getting a lot of traction.
Chestnut caught a couple of raccoons in their trap. Yeah, they caught some more. Yeah, I saw that. I do really good driving the stick in the parking lot. I fell out.
Hey, from South Carolina.
Brandon and or Stephanie, do y'all do any online Bible studies individually as a couple or as a family?
No, I guess we more or less just talk it throughout the day, or we go to church on Sundays, in which when we changed church, what we liked about that new church was they had more kids. And Leighton was, I found a video the other day of Leighton, because I'm going back and getting some older videos, and showing the start of our YouTube, middle, and then where we're at today. And no, that we just the kids get a lot of good lessons there.
Brand Stephanie, here in Texas, we are all praying we do get weather like in 2021 when all of Texas had. Oh, we do not get. Had no electricity and heat that February, which sucked because that's my birthday. Yeah, see, that's what February is a really usually bad month for weather.
That's the really, really cold times.
Yeah. Something you just shouldn't look up online. Laugh aloud. Kevin was talking about you.
Yeah.
Your tummy was assault.
I don't know.
Tooth fairy. Have you driven in front of your old house? Bring back memories for you?
Yes, it does. There's so many. I mean, it's weird now because, like, I don't know, it's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
Hello from Marietta, Oklahoma. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, I drove by it a few times. I drove by it yesterday, I think, too. Or whenever Braylee ended up getting Student of the Month again. I know you know, but I was telling them because I had like an hour to just spare, so I was going to go by my friend Judy's house, which she lived next door to us, and drove by there, and just weird seeing it, I guess.
Yeah. It said, would you consider raising miniature cows? So, yes, that is the angle we will be going. But we got to get everything adjusted right and some more pins. But, yes, I do want some miniature cows. Dennis says, glad everything went well, Brandon. I am too. I'm just glad it's over. Can't wait until I'm completely healed.
I had laparoscopic about an inch scar up under my right rib many years ago.
Did you read Neil's The Tooth Fairy?
No.
Oh, Brandon put a tooth under the pillow, hoping the Tooth Fairy will swap it for a house.
Yeah.
Well, that would be nice.
What kind of miniature cows do you want?
I want what do you call them?
What do you want? The miniature Highlands?
No, them or those little red ones, Herefords. Hi, Brendan and Stephanie. Glad to see you walking around and getting outside. It is so awesome that Dixie allows little Miracle to jump in her arms or jump in her, join her puppies. That's the first time I've ever seen that. That is me too, Christina. It is.
I feel like this is going to be one of the shortest winters we have ever had. Started late and is already having to warm up. That's how I feel, Sarah. It seems to be like that.
Yeah. Cindy says, I miss not seeing Leighton in videos anymore. He will be as soon as the sports and stuff get over. Like I say, a lot, which you know, but a lot of people, like they still do their chores and stuff, but a lot of times that's when we're in a hurry moving and stuff. Most of the recording goes on in the daytime or in the evening time when the kids get out, because that's usually when we feed and we have to pick up Leighton at 5 o'clock. So he will be back soon.
Edward says, I know how you feel. I had mine taken out the old way. I cut across my stomach and it took a while to get over it, but my doctor's was no bruises at all, but had to watch what I ate.
Huh. Did you read Jeanette's here?
Nope.
I had my gallbladder taken out 20 years ago. They told me it was full of stones. I have a bottle of brown stones, all the same size. Could make it. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
I even got a response from England when they saw your video.
Oh, really? Who?
Sharon said that.
Our Kentucky Home says, you're right. Everybody is different. Some doctors are better at those things than others. Not that they're bad doctors, just like some are good at giving
Mm-hmm.
shots and drawing blood. Some are horrible.
Yeah,
You're
they still
right.
get it done, but it's
Like and man, I just going back to that. I can remember when I walked in there, I had to walk into the surgery room, and I mean, it terrified me. There was machines everywhere. And that girl was like, "Well, hop up here on this table," and what it reminded me of is one of those tables that death row gets on, because they had the deal back there, like where you lay your arms out like you're flying, and they put an oxygen mask on me, and I felt them tighten my feet down. I was good, but once she started putting straps on my hands, I told that guy, "You better hurry up and give me that white stuff." He's like, "What?" I said, "You're gonna have to give me that white stuff because I can't take this." And he was like, "Well, just give it just a second, count to five." And I remember saying five, and that was it, because I was like, "I'm not going through this."
it's Brandon. Did you hear about Fred Willis, Jimmy Houston's partner, fall on the ice?
No, I didn't.
My driveway where they installed the septic last fall, it is all mud. I brought 11 bags of landscaping rocks and dumped it in. Didn't do a whole lot. The clay mud ate it up. Oh man.
So that's one thing that we when we got the rock the first time we brought it in. I think we ended up getting 6 loads of rock, and you know it, it did really good. But now we're to the point that we've just got to go ahead and get it. I made some phone calls to see if that black tarping would help if we laid it down, then put rock. But everybody that I talked to, that's like, man, just put the rock on there. It eventually get a base because
And we have a little bit of a base. I mean, more in some spots, like the higher spots. It because when we do this rock, it's just going to go back on the rock, but there is a little bit of mud seeping through on the lower spots.
yeah, because I think last time we did maybe 7 loads, and
Yeah,
it
we did
was
a lot.
$1,800. And so I'm hoping with 3, and that's been 2 years ago, we can hopefully get it with under 1,000. I'm sure hoping, but we may just go. I don't know. We'll just see.
Pamela wanted to know how many gallstones, but he didn't have gallstones. He just had some sludge in his gallbladder, and we're just hoping that's what the pain was. So far, I mean, we want to make sure he's not hurting from the surgery before we actually figure out if that's the pain or not.
So it says he was so excited to see he had trapped. Heard one of the girls say, "I'm not touching that." Yes, he was so excited, and I hate it because some people look at it a different way. He is excited that he achieved a goal, but some people think that he's excited because that they're going to be dispatched, but it's not. They don't understand him. I guess they don't understand the hunting. I guess I don't know.
It looked like you had a hematoma in the navel. No, I mean it kind of did a little bit.
The
Like
hematoma is a bruise.
well, the hematoma is the knot,
Oh,
and but it wasn't. I mean, it was kind of pucked up.
it helped me realize after watching the video why my belly was that way, and because literally they cut the belly button, they take their finger, wrap it around. Yeah, so maybe they had the surgery that I had in 1986 because I still have to stay close to the bathroom. Yeah, no, I don't have to do that.
Susan said, "Will you be taking a large supply of your merch with you to sell at the Farmstead Expo?"
So we've had several people ask us that. We may bring some merch, but it won't be one of those deals that we will set there all day. We may just set it up for a couple hours that day or something like that. We'll just kind of play it by ear.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Did Leighton get the raccoon. I'm glad to see Kayson taken to trapping. I got tickled to watch the video on the other channel. He had his shoes on the wrong feet.
Yeah, he's something else with them shoes. So we didn't get to skin that raccoon. We just put him in the other hole where we put all of the other ones last year. Connie says, I took your word on the bruising. I had listened to you talk about the pain after the surgery. I can't watch you roll to the. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean about that. Dean said, I'm surprised the tractor won't haul a row of hay without a balance. Yeah, I was too. But I was told that that's just the way they are.
Captain Kayson gets excited whenever he achieves something, even if it's just a good job from you guys. Just knowing he's done something good makes him happy.
Yes. Brandon, have you seen Dean's new camper? No, I haven't. Our Kentucky Home says we have rock ordered for our driveway too. Everything is sloppy mess. So yes, it is. But just curious, how much is a load of rock in Kentucky? Because the rock that we actually put the septic lines in, or lateral lines, that rock costs $475. Yeah, the kids love the new beds. They're doing wonderful. Hello, everybody from Southern California. I didn't watch about your fallen officer. I can't handle that, as it all too much for me. Connie, yes, and it was hard making that video, but after I made that video, I took it to his wife, and I wanted her to see it first. And she's not computer savvy, so I took my phone over there and I let her watch it because I wanted their approval. And so she said it was good. And then I contacted the sheriff and the undersheriff and sent them the video. They watched it, and I got their approval to post it. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was good with me posting it, because it was a pretty. It was this. I'm telling you what, guys. Even part time, sheriff is still my boss, but you know, there is such a story there behind me and him that is unreal. Even when I was young, I was like 7, 8 years old at football games. I used to follow him around the football field, and the man's great. And I know there was such a liability doing that, carrying the casket in the back of his unit to the cemetery, because it took us 45 minutes to get to the church to the cemetery, how far it was. And man, he honored it. And not everybody would do that, but he did. Brandon, did you? Oh, Steph said that. My driveway where they installed the septic last fall is muddy. I bought 11 bags of landscaping rocks. Didn't do a whole lot. The clay. Oh, Steph read that too. I'm so. Let me scoot down here. I try to stay ahead of Steph, and she goes on the bottom. That way we can read everybody's. I even got a response. Yeah, but Steph read that too. I must be caught up, or I'm way down here. So if I miss some, is Bushwhacker a miniature cow? Bushwhacker is not a miniature cow that I know of, but you can't believe everything you're told at an auction. I've learned that for sure. Sherry said, I'm sorry to hear you had such a hard time with your gallbladder. I had mine taken out 7 years ago, and I did not have no trouble at all after mine was taken out. So that's kind of my deal. I did a HIDA scan. It showed it was good, but the day I did the HIDA scan, the day before, it quit hurting, and it quit hurting for like 7 days, and then it come back. So I'm hoping that was a problem, and it just that sludge. Good evening from California. You did well in the tractor, Stephanie. I am happy for you to get the surgery behind you. Yes, I am too. And even that night, I could not sleep. Yeah, I was so nerve wracking. It was unreal. Kay says, glad you're feeling better. Did Leighton get the? Oh, yeah, she read that one too. Kevin at Hidden Heights Farm showed us a clip of his mama goats and babies cuddling up to their livestock guardian dog Court before she had the puppies. It is adorable. Yes. And my Lord, those puppies he's got are so adorable. It's amazing. Hello, Brendan Stemmy. How are you, Pat? Okay. They stopped your They strapped your arms down? Yeah, they strapped your whole body down. Love County could use some prayers. Saturday we had a family of four. Yes, I seen that. That was so terrible. Family four killed in a wreck on I-35. Mother and 5-year-old and 1-year-old leave behind 2 more children. Yes, that was so sad. I actually had something pop up on that. The interstate was closed until 6 o'clock the next morning, directing traffic. How long have you all in? How long have you all in? Okay. Can you get loads of shaving brought in to build your base? I don't know. I don't even know where I'd get that around here. I know it's so expensive. That's a good price for rock, Steph. Around here, it's granite rock, about $500 a load. Wow. Good evening, Brandon and Stephanie. I am glad you are both doing better from your surgery and Stephanie's infection. Yes, I'll tell you, there for a little bit, it seemed like we was all going down. Have you learned that after taking my gallbladder out, that I need to take a supplement of magnesium daily because the gallbladder supplement? Yeah, they didn't say I had to do any of that. I ain't taking I can't take that medicine. That stuff makes me sick. You all make me really nervous. I have to have my surgery in the AM. I hope I sleep through it all until they are done. Well, I sure hope you sleep through it too, because if you're doing a surgery, that they give you that Michael Jackson stuff, and you don't remember nothing.
Carol, I want to know if you got a hold of that guy that told you honey was pregnant.
No, not yet, but I will see him again. I tried sending a long email of prayers and scriptures. I tried a dozen times to send it, but it would not. I was not going to retype it, so I said a prayer. Well, thank you so much. That's all that matters, Jackie. God knows what you're talking about, so it did wonderful.
Okay, so, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'd do if that happened to me. I'd just die on the table, I guess. I have anxiety, so it wouldn't be good.
I was told I had sludge when they took it out. It had a lot of stones in it. So, yeah, the doctors don't seem to think that mine was my gallbladder, but I don't know what else it could be.
Yeah. I was asking them too. I was like, could you tell if anything was wrong with it? And I wasn't sure about the whole, like, if they could see inside of it or not. I wish they would have kind of cut it open.
No, they do.
I did.
But if it's sludge, that pours out inside the stomach.
Yeah, I was talking about like if there might have actually
Been
been
a stone or
stones or
something.
something.
Brandon's like some people don't like people hunting and don't realize the damage that um, animals do to farm crops. Yes, I've been getting over the flu, was stuck in bed for 2 days and freezing cold, even with several blankets. Oh, wow. I feel for you. I'm glad you're doing better. Captain Kayson gets excited whenever he achieves something, even if it's just a good job from you guys. Just knowing he's done something good makes him happy. It does. That boy is. But here's the deal. He does get happy when you tell him good, but when he gets disciplined, he will mount up and just start crying like a little baby.
Yep.
Hematoma is blood that slipped
Yeah, the
into the.
hematoma is the bruise. I was
Oh,
thinking because
the,
every time the kids go in with a knot on their dill, they're talking about the bruising that comes with it. 'Cause, kids, they always got bumps, and if they don't
Kayson,
have bumps, they're not having fun.
Kayson, it's good he has found his niche, trapping in chickens. Yes, he's going to take care of them. Hello from Australia. It's good to see you live again. I seem to miss most of them. Well, hopefully they start notifying everybody.
56 days,
Yes,
Addison.
it's getting there. Kim said, I had my gallbladder out a number of years ago and remember it caused pain and nausea, making it hard to eat. I'm glad you're feeling better. I am too. Thank you so much.
My doctor would tell me a joke during a spinal injection after they administered versus not spelled like this but pronounced. Then my doctor would tell me the same Coke in recovery.
Huh. Kayson's going to be a better trapper than Leighton. I think he enjoys it as much as his chickens. Yes.
Yeah, he wants to go out every morning. I'm like, Kayson, we got to get to school, bud.
Yeah, I'll check the traps and reset them. That was a big raccoon. Yes, it was. $325 for a load of gravel in Tennessee. So that ain't that bad, I don't guess.
Sharon said sludge hurts, can clog the bile ducts, causing pain.
Boy, it hurts. If you need to find Dean's place, just look for the flaming.
Beacon.
Okay.
Patricia says, Brandon, you're way behind on chats.
I try not to miss anybody because I really enjoy reading y'all's messages and stuff. So
I'm excited to see what Cora's puppies look like. I bet they are beautiful. Chad Ray's dog had black and tan puppies, and they were just beautiful.
yes, they are. Brandon, with everything you are able to eat pain free, the surgery had to have been a success. You couldn't eat like that before. Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Dean says we had decided to stop raising beef for the purpose of consumption and buy it from the grocery store, so no animal will get hurt.
After eating our beef that we've raised, I kind of like we're getting used to it.
I already read that one. He's joking. Dean's joking about it though, because even if you buy it from the store, it's still coming from beef.
Oh,
It's still. That's how people think, though. They don't want to murder a cow, so they buy it from the store. And
yeah.
I mean, that's still the same. Neil, quit giving my location. The hardest thing about gallbladder taken out is you'll stay in the bathroom a lot for the rest of your life. First thing you eat runs straight through you. I'm hoping it doesn't, since it hasn't yet. But
yeah. I would think if it was going to do it, it would already done it. I would hope. The bruising was probably from cutting the muscle. Yeah, I bet you're right.
Dutch and his daughter Hope releasing possum. They have trapped. Hope read an article that said possums are beneficial. They kill snakes. I love watching your family grow and learn.
Yeah, I mean, yes, they possums do good stuff, but they do bad stuff too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, we was trying to figure out, was it a possum that ate his chicken's head, or a skunk,
Raccoon.
or a raccoon? We had a lot of people say possum, a lot of people say skunk, but you know, as long as they stay out of the chicken, and that's what I told Stephanie, because I talked to Dutch afterwards about that, when he caught that, and it's got its ups and downs, because here's the deal: if it gets into the feed and it pees in the feed, it poisons the feed. So I told Kayson, as long as we're going to have traps up around the chicken cages, we're going to be moving them up on the hill, so hopefully they'll stay away.
Kim said, thought I was subscribed a while back, then realized I wasn't. Has YouTube been unsubscribing people again? Yes.
Yep, they have.
Do you get foxes in Oklahoma? We did when we lived in town. There was two that would come, I think.
We used to have two, and then it
And
turned
we
into
got-
four.
Yeah.
And
I got one.
I got one outside the bedroom window, but they cleaned us out really good. And most of the time out here, like, we have 24 guineas running around, and we count them every day. We did lose two guineas within the last 3 weeks, but I think one of them got over by the dog food when he was eating, and he might have played a little rough with him. And the other one, I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
I love watching Steph drive the tractor. She did very well. She's going to.
I'm going to be driving it more when Brandon's not on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait until it dries up so we can do some of the things we want to do. Like,
Yeah.
we got a lot of, and this is going to make a lot of people mad. They hate it when we burn brush piles, but we got a lot of brush piles to burn. But I remember, hey, we might go and do that. Remember when we first moved out here, we would take the trees that was along our fence line, we would take them up and cut them in pieces and put Eddy Family Farm on them and sell them. May do that. That's be a good way to get gravel.
Oh, by selling it?
Yeah.
I was thinking putting a whole bunch of those chunks to make gravel. I can't wait to start burning. Waiting on calmer winds. Our winds for the last couple of days, knock on some wood, has died down. Like tomorrow's video, just hint, I recorded today because I'm going to be gone tomorrow. But I didn't have to use the mics. So I was pretty happy about that.
There is Chestnut Hills Farmstead. How are y'all?
Tina is on here.
And Nick, thank y'all so much for y'all's prayers. I caught the end of y'all's live the other night, and thank y'all so much for having me on the prayer list, because it means a lot.
Is that bad that I didn't even know that that's who I read that from? Till I just looked up there.
You just reading the comments?
I just read the comment.
Yeah. I seen they got a couple raccoons too.
Yeah. That.
Oh, Tina.
Yes, Tina.
So Tina, I contacted the number because the address and everything was the same on your shirt, and they said they attempted to deliver this to you on the December 22nd at 9:54 and at $1,700. So I don't know. They said they put a note, but we got another label printed off. We're going to put it in another bag, and we're going to try to ship it to you again.
Yeah.
So we got it right here. But I just seen where they put this up here, where they tried to deliver it. But just know it's fixing to go back into the mail in the new bag.
Katie says, Brandon, I wasn't nervous about seeing a surgeon Monday until I saw your video today.
It was rough. Yeah, doing wonderful, Nick.
Have you thought about renting a wood chipper and using it on the farm?
No.
Is that what they did to this tree? Where are we at? Right up here. That wood chipper, they just kind of ate that tree when they did the electric.
Oh, that was one of those machines. Yeah, that's a wood chipper, but they're talking about a machine that you just put the wood in.
Oh, I'm saying because I don't like that stuff. That was hard mulch type stuff, and
yeah,
it was hard to walk on and everything. Hi, Brandon, Stephanie. Glad you both doing well. Love all the new baby goats. Especially love seeing Baby Miracle with the puppies.
Did you quarantine the new goats you got from the auction? Yes, we did quarantine it. But one thing I like about this auction is they don't run all the goats together. You take your goats in, they go to one pen, and they do not leave that pen until they go to their new home. And the other auction we go to, they just put them in with everything, and it's a mess.
Okay, Tina says, yeah, that's when I was out of town and I went there and they already sent it back to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to send it back out then.
That's weird, though, that they send it back. But we don't have a lot of FedEx stuff.
Yeah, we usually try to go through something else. Mail. I can't stand going through FedEx.
Jeff says, hi, Brand Stephanie, and congrats on the new tractor driving mama. Save a couple of Whopper fluid jugs and put a cup of salt in each fill with water, putting the cap back on tightly and set them in the water troughs. They will not freeze.
Yeah, I think you told me that or somebody else, but we used a lot of those jugs. I cut a little hole out of them when it was freezing because it was impossible to keep the water unthawed, especially with the chickens. So we would put out 9 of those, and then we'd bring the other 9 in and set them in the shire, let them unthaw, and swap them out.
How many new goats did you get?
I got
just
2.
The 2.
Yeah.
Kayson says also if you hit the bell and then it black YouTube will. Yeah, I'm glad you deleted that message because that wasn't making sense. That was Kevin. He retracted it, so I can't finish reading it. I've learned a lot about your Great Pyrenees dogs from you guys. Our neighbor is homesteading and got one pup like them from Missouri, and she guards their sheep. She does a great job. Oh, that was him picking at Nick.
Oh.
Kevin was. Francis says, most of your info you are getting is hogwash. Gallbladder is like the gizzard of the chicken. All of your organs have a purpose. Mine was like yours, just a bad gallbladder and no longer functioning. You may have trouble with spicy foods or burp unexpectedly. Won't affect your liver functions or anything else. I just spent $500,000 putting my grandson through medical school. He's a doctor.
Yeah. That's what I was. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But when I did that HIDA scan, they already had me scheduled to take the gallbladder out, and the test come back, it was good. And then they called me and there's like, you want to go ahead and take that gallbladder out? And I'm like, well, I don't want to take it out if it's good, but at this point, that's the problem. I don't know what else it could be. Everything was good, so
thank you, Candy.
We'll see.
Yeah, Nick, is Zoe up for this one? Or she passed out? Anita, ask away. Oh, she might have asked. Look at the next one. Oh, there. What's wrong with the one's fur baby foot? They might be talking about
Dixie.
Miracle too, because the way she stands, I've always said that her back feet are closer together.
Well, we've always said that I'll be well. Happy birthday, happy early birthday. We said that something doesn't seem right about Miracle, um, and that's the deal. We worked with her for so long that day that she was probably in here 4 hours or so, but we was at the point that we just had to take her out there to be with mom because there was nothing else that we could do. And y'all could hear how excited we was when she got out there and she just stood up. Um, but it's so, I wouldn't say hard to take care of animals, but there's so much that goes on a farm that a lot of these people that leave these hateful comments, they have no clue. Yes, I mean, if you have all the money in the world, yes, you can have all the pretty pins, you can have all the shavings, and then they're going to come back. Well, if you can't afford it, why'd you get them? There is nothing wrong with the pins that they're in, um, and that's
There's
what
Tony.
a lot of people don't realize. Them shavings add up after a while. $6.99 a bag. You buy 15 of them. There's almost little over $100.
The doctor told me I had gallstones. I am not in any pain. I asked questions because I have a bump on my right side of my stomach.
Does it hurt? I mean, do you hurt at all?
If you have gallstones, then you need to
Yeah,
get your
Zoe's
gallbladder
up.
out.
I love their little bitty cow they got.
I think she's out because I said passed out.
Oh,
He said she is.
our Kentucky home. Good night, and God bless to you as well.
Brandon, when you go for your follow up with your surgeon, ask him to explain what he did and ask why you have such bruising. Watch them raccoons. I had a Taliban raccoon chase me and ended up getting a scratch and had to go through rabies shots. Not very pleasant. If one shows up here on the farm, it better move fast. It's funny when we lived in the city, me and the wildlife didn't get along. Went through rabies shots 3 different times: a raccoon, coyote, bat, Jeff.
Wow. Yeah, I've heard those rabies shots are pretty rough. Hey, there's Tony with our cabin in the woods. I know you said that a while ago, but
I'm happy to see that you're feeling better. Thanks for sharing your life with us.
you're more
You're
than welcome.
welcome. You can't get through to some people. You cannot put a Great Pyrenees in a small pen without causing him or her to have severe depression. Among other things, they are not that type of dog, Dean said.
Yeah. Y'all did a great job with the baby goat. You don't want to interfere, but sometimes you have to. No doubt y'all saved it. Yes. Um, Literally, when I walked out there, I was like, oh my gosh, it's gone. But it's a miracle. And still, it's going to be a rough battle because we can tell that something isn't right with
Like
the
it's
way
a whole lot better, but yeah.
she will probably be a goat
She's
that
slow.
will stay. She will stay on the farm with us all the way for the rest of her life. I know we caught a lot of slack on the goat that was partially blind that we took her to an auction and sold her, but we just brought her from an auction, so we really didn't have any attachments to her like we do this one. It's born like that.
Hey, Brandon, Stephanie, glad your surgery went well. Get better soon. Brandon, y'all know what you're doing. Don't let the negative comments or the haters interfere with what you're doing so well.
Yeah.
Nope.
We try, but like I say, sometimes, and I know y'all tell me all the time, don't ignore them, don't give them satisfaction and say. But sometimes I have to say it to get it out of my head, to help me, to defend my family, because there's sometimes those comments they cut deep, and I just have to say it.
Can we acknowledge that Steph has been quite the beast out there with the farm chores?
Yeah.
It's actually relaxing just going out there. I have my little routine. I feed the. Y'all don't get to see it very much just because it's better to for me to just feed and not because I can't. I hold two buckets of feed at the same time. There's not a third hand to hold the camera up, but I got my routine. I feed the goats first, then I move on to the dogs, and then I move on to Carly and the llamas and the big donkeys. Then I move down to the little donkeys and the Three Stooges and
Yeah.
the chickens.
Um,
Sometimes the chickens get first though because them guineas get loud.
Hey, Brandon, Stephanie, glad your surgery went well. Get better soon. Well, thank you so much, Green
Hey
Hornet.
Sherman. I had my gallbladder removed 23 years ago due to gallstones and potential blockage, as I had mine removed the same as you and had bruising too. I was back to work within 2 weeks also. Tell the haters Jesus loves you and you'll pray for them. I used to do that when I was in school. I was a senior. Well,
Hey, Josh.
I was in high school. And that's something when they would make me mad, I'd say, I'll pray for you. And just walk away.
Geese go to the auction. Haven't heard them. No, we actually just took them down to Marie's and put them in one of her pastures that's got a pond in it.
Yeah, so we had a ton of fun with trolls on Dean's Live the other day. It was like a duck shoot, an army of mods. Are you still in pain, Brennan?
Not like pain that's unbearable, but I mean, we're the holes and stuff. Yeah, they still hurt. They're still healing, and I can still feel inside um, the healing going on inside. You're sharing your life with us, and we are not there. So when we ask questions, please don't get upset. We are living through your eyes, and we don't know. No, well, it's nothing compared to asking questions to some of the things that are said. But no, and that's anybody that we encourage them to come over to the live. So, oh, that's the air compressor. So we can talk to them and explain things. Um, what's that? Hint, hint.
Nothing, you keep going.
Explain things.
Let's see. Now that I figured out the email, I have read some of the replies from the haters. Gee, well, interesting. I have not seen anyone of them on the lives. Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, and that's what I say. I encourage them to come over here and let me talk, but I'm not getting in that battle with them.
I get my Great Pyrenees for my house dog as guardian dog for me, fresh off the manure pile. I loved her so much. I miss that dog. Got her see the groomer every 6 or 8 weeks or so for a bath.
Wow.
I cannot read that one. Nick says, oh no, we've taken a beating over trapping. Explaining balancing predator numbers doesn't help. It also didn't help that live traps and relocating isn't legal in Alabama.
Yeah, so, and, there for a while, Nick, that's the reason why we kind of backed off of it a little bit. But then, you get thinking, it has to happen. I mean, we've always had traps out there, not unless dogs are out. So sometimes we show it, and sometimes we don't. I've learned if we are going to trap, I try not to go through as many comments. Now, I will go through and look at the icons of everybody that I know, and we kind of go from there.
Candy says, Brandon, I just thought of something. I take pain meds every day for neuropathy, so if not for that, I might have pain. Hello,
Yeah,
dogs with jobs.
dogs with jobs. Love watching your videos. It really interests. Where'd it go? Keep making interesting. Keep making videos. We are definitely going to do that. We enjoy sharing our life, and like I said in the live we did the other day. Um, After reading some of those comments, I went and filmed, and I kind of got on some of that. Saying we do share um, a lot about our personal life. We do. We probably share more than what we should. I mean, I've had other people tell us before, it's like, "Wow, I can't believe y'all share y'all's that much of y'all life." But we feel like y'all are family and friends to us. And like I said, we talk to y'all more than we do our own family. So I always got to keep in my mind that, for the get serious talks, I do them on the membership because every one of those people, they're not going to bash us like we get bashed sometimes.
I was gonna read one. If you don't share the good with the bad, it's not real.
Nope, you're right. You're 100% right. And that's one thing that, we did get beat up on a lot is because we did go through a spell where, there was chickens that passed away. The same thing with the baby goats. That's just part of raising animals. Um, so cats, Brandon, you and Steph are awesome. Keep up with your amazing job that God blessed your family with. Yes. And it is, sometimes it does seem like a job. It is, well, it is a job. You got to get up and feed every morning and go through the motions. So I got to where, like, I always carry a bottle for the last 2 days. I just carry a bottle of antibiotics with me and a needle because if one of them's got scars or whatever, I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Same thing with the chickens. I need to make a video on the yellow chicken up there that, his eyes fixed now. After taking him to the vet, and I can't believe it cost that much money just to, yeah. But anyways, his eyes fixed. I could have fixed it myself, but I was scared.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yes, chestnut equals Nick. Don't you guys have a pig? No, we ended up giving Wilbur and Ernie to Fifi, and yeah, we do not have any more pigs, and we won't have any more pigs until it's time to need some bacon.
Yeah, we're probably going to raise some pigs out, but it's going to be more like the pigs that Nick and Zoe has. They have some really big ones, and even when we went to the
Not
Max,
Lisa.
we seen the different sizes and pigs, and I was like, wow, I did not know that. But they had one pig that was good. Gosh, I bet it was 400 pounds.
Coda, just curious, why is Carly limping all the time? I love your show. God bless. Carly was born with her paw is like this, while her fingernails are like this. They go upwards, and so she just. It's kind of like a paw without toes, almost. I don't know. It's weird to explain, but she's not in any pain. We've taken her numerous times to vets and stuff. We've done pain exercise to see if she was in any pain and stuff, and it's either she limp with a foot or we take off her foot and she still limp. So since she's not in any pain, we decided to keep it like that.
They offered three things to us, and one of them was he sent us home with pain meds to give her, and let her run around the farm and see if the pain meds would allow her to put her foot down. And it didn't, so she wasn't in no pain. The second thing was he said we could possibly, I've never done this before, but possibly declaw her,
Kind of like they do cats.
like they do cats, and see if how that goes. And or we could cut it off. And I asked what he suggests. He said I would leave it alone.
I get my bacon from the farmer who raises the hogs. A lot easier to do.
Yeah, and you know it is, but a lot of the animals and stuff we have here, we enjoy it because it teaches the kids responsibilities. It teaches them that, you know, back in the day you couldn't just get up and go to the store. You had to raise your animals. You go out there and you pluck a chicken if you want to eat fried chicken. There it is.
Brandon Stephanie, I've watched you when you had nothing but trees and brush. You two are doing amazing things. God bless you all.
Yeah,
Thank you, Caroline.
that's awesome. So, like I said, is this last week I've been in a lot. So I went all the way back to the start of our channel, and what I'm doing is I'm building a video from the beginning till now, because we do have tons of new channels that just start, want to reach out for shout outs and this and that. And I have no problem about giving shout outs. I love helping other people. But I explained it in the video how I pick who I help out. And, you know, for one, I didn't understand it when I first started a YouTube channel. I got a shout out from Daniel because Daniel told me, he might not have knew I was going to really take him up on the deal, but he's like, man, if you start a channel, you get post, you know, 20, 30 videos, we'll get you to come over and do a video, and, you know, it'll help you get monetized that way. And luckily Dutch come down and we did a two-way collab. So that, I think it jumped me up to like 3,000 or 4,000. And then afterwards, one thing that those guys taught me was they told me that here's the deal. We can get you the subscribers, but it's your job to keep the subscribers. And they said right there to my face and said, Brandon, I'm going to be blunt with you that most of these subscribers you get, they're going to leave. And I was like swallowing that like, what? Because at the time you start a channel and you think it's just amazing, you know. And he's like, just because the content isn't there yet, you don't have the confidence behind the camera. And I respected everything they said because they was telling the truth. But at the time, I didn't filter it like that. And I'm like, well, man, I mean, okay. So, but after over the time, you know, growing and getting to meet other people, I seen what they was talking about. And now I can go back and watch my videos from the beginning. It's hard for me to even watch one of those videos because the way I talk, even editing,
editing was kind of a lot different than now too. I noticed because I was watching the videos with the dogs and stuff, or not the dogs, the goats, and I'd be mid sentence and there'd be a cut, and it was just way different than now. We're a little bit smoother now.
Because you get more comfortable. And that was one of those deals, was trying to figure, because I mean, I reached out to tons of channels, just like everybody's reaching out to me. And it did not really click until I hit about 30,000. And it started making sense, because I'll never forget when I hit 30,000, Daniel hopped on a live and said, congratulations. And that means a lot to me, because I'm following right into his footsteps, because that's the reason why I got into it.
Donna, thank you.
I thought it was interesting. We'll have to catch up the comments here in a second. But so going back, and you know, we went to the creators conference and we learned a lot there, and then talking to all other YouTubers all around. And in this video, I talk about that is, you know, it doesn't make sense. A guy that races cars and that's all he does is race cars or dirt bikes or whatever, to reach out to me to get a shout out because, for one, my people are not going to go over there and follow that content because they're not. I mean, some will, but I'd say probably 85% is not into that kind of stuff. So it makes no sense why I would do that, because when I shout out somebody, I mean that dearly, because for one, I already know their family. I know that, what they're like in person. I know what their video content is, and they're real. And it ain't like I can go back and find videos where they're cussing something or anything like that. So that's kind of how it worked. And it was hard to swallow that pill, um, starting out, because I've always said I will never forget where we come from, and I haven't. And the other big deal was, I think Dutch told me this. He was like, "So here's the deal. Now that we're giving you a shout out, you're going to have to get back home and make content." Is like, because I'm not going to, if I'm going to give a shout out to somebody and I go back and I watch their videos and they posted one video a week and skip 2 weeks and post another one, he's like, we're not, you're not helping that person, because you got to have content to stay in an algorithm. So there's a lot more that goes into it that a lot of people don't realize. But if you ever just make it over that hump, I promise you will see it 100%.
Nick said Jason told me not to do it too early because my videos would suck for a while.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. And a lot of this information I got come from Jason. I got to visit with Jason and them at the creator conference, and then afterwards, I think we all, we kind of sat around and talked afterwards before everybody went home. And I'm telling you, just because it's amazing once you see it, and especially once you put in all that work and you start growing, and you can grow a channel just with your content, and it's starting to go in waves. Besides, up, down, up, down. It's a great feeling.
Jan says all the farms I watched because you promoted them: Walker's, Marie, William, Brown Family, Route 66, Eldridge, Jason, Brooke, Doss, all of them.
Yeah, and that's the deal. Is everybody that has got over that hump, they will see that, and and I can open my email up right now, and there's probably 2 or 3 new channels that are wanting the same thing. But hey, I've got a channel that I reached out to in Michigan, and I'm filming the video tomorrow, that we're going to do a collaboration with, so we can share. It's going to help him, and it's going to help me. I think at the time when we started talking, he was at 50,000, I was at 50,000, and now that I'm at 76,000, still going to do it because I like his content, family content, and it goes. And I've helped out a bunch of them in the background, because the world's worst thing you can do is try to go in, and we see this a lot, and a lot of times, most creators will go in and block it. But I've got it set where nobody but our moderators can share links. But to go into a live and try to promote your channel, that is the fastest way to get blackballed across YouTube. That's one of those deals, is a big no-no. For one, if that person, even when we hop into Cassie's live in them, if they mention it, that's when the what do you call it? The link comes up, or one of the moderators put the link up. But you don't want to get blackballed. If you ever get blackballed on YouTube, it's going to be hard, because you're going to be solo. But if you just stick with it and go through the waves and you make it over that hump, you won't. It's just, you got to go through the motions.
Sunday.
Who said that?
Nick.
Oh, really? Yeah. I found out about you through Daniel Arms when you got the goats. Yes. Yeah. That's the whole reason we got into it.
Yes, you got with the Southern meetup.
The what?
The Southern meetup again.
Hopefully, and I've been going through trying to, because there's some other meetups happening, because I always try to do all my stuff when everybody else is not doing it, because I don't like to try to do conflict with things, but we may get a date later on this year.
Did you get the kids' room finished? Looking good. Yeah, they got. I mean, their beds and then a little toy box and a dresser type thing.
Yeah, there's not much room, but hey, it works. Carolyn says, I'm not a homesteader. I raise a small garden, but that's about it. I don't watch TV, but I love watching homestead channels. Clean family live. Yes, 100. That is what I enjoy about it, is because the kids can sit back and watch.
Kevin said, "You just make sure I know early enough so I can take off because I'm gonna be there." Yeah, we'll make sure it's at least a few months before. Building a lifetime of memories for your children to look back, and I enjoy growing with you on your farming journey and watching your videos of you and your family.
Yes, thank you. And Jeff's been with us for a good while. If you ever change your icon picture, Jeff, it's going to take me a while to get used to it. I always look for that red shirt. Um, yeah, we'll make it early enough here. You just came up on my feed this week because I've been watching so much homesteading. Wife and I are trying to move out to the country in the next year or two. Y'all are super inspiring in the meantime. Well, Mike, the sooner the better, because when we moved out here, there was so much relief that was off us just because we're out here. This is ours. We can do whatever we want on this 17 acres.
Have we got rid of the trailer? No, we have not got rid of the camper yet. That's where our merch is right now, and a bunch of our stuff that we don't use on a daily basis is actually still over there. Like a bunch of the shoes.
Tim says I want to start it like a documentary about my husband throughout his battle with cancer, so kids and grandkids can go back and watch. 100%, I would agree with you all the way with that, because I'll say it many times. I wish my parents did YouTube so I could go back and watch our memories. Yes. Just a quick question. If you're wanting to start out your own channel, how do you reach out to other content creators? Do you email them or question in the comments? So if you're wanting to start your own channel, start your channel, and whatever niche you're in, you just start watching your niche and you start becoming friends with them and build a friendship. A friendship is the most important part. Don't build a friendship just to get subscribers, whatever, but build a friendship. It takes a long time, but you will establish a friendship, and then when they have meetups or whatever, you go to as many meetups you can to meet people and make a showing that you're interested, and everything else will take off from there.
Hey y'all, did y'all find out who came to the property and did damage?
No, we still never done that. Yeah, I mean, it's almost impossible not unless you got them on camera.
Mary just hopped on. She said, "How are you feeling?"
I'm feeling really good. A little slow moving around, but I feel good. Eric says, unfortunately, in Pensacola, we've got two great Christian TV channels that have good movies and good shows. It's nice to have something you can sit down with anybody and not have a problem. Mm-hmm. Yes, 100%. I agree all the way, because we actually I watched Daniel from the very beginning, because I was with the sheriff's office. He was an Oklahoma State trooper, and we used to give him a hard time. And I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them. I'm like, look at him sitting there filming himself over there picking them vegetables and stuff. And that, like, 3 years later, I would have never dreamed I would be going right in his footsteps. Troy says, "Hey, I'm a new subscriber, but I recognize really good people in here and enjoy the live." Well, thank you so much for stopping in, Troy. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And yes, this is a great group of people. I love watching live on patrol, Bob and Pat, and I found Brandon's live as a deputy when you stopped. I found from
the farm channel. Been a year now.
Yeah, I miss that, and I'm hoping one day we'll just go to work and just do a patrol. I have 3 businesses, and I'll rarely advertise them on my own personal Facebook page. Yes. Now we used YouTube at the very beginning because that's how we sold our American flags.
Nick said I started out watching you woodworking, but I was too nervous to speak at the first Okie Homestead Expo. We only had a couple hundred at that time, so I thought we were too small to talk to anybody. Nah, you never too small.
No, but Nick, we've probably seen you. We've seen you 2 times, I think. I remember you at the first one, and then the second one is Cassie was telling me more about y'all, and then that's when I think 3 times because y'all went to the creator conference too, I do believe.
Kevin said, Nick, you weren't the only one feeling that way.
I'm feeling good, Mary. That red shirt is a photo of me in the Philippines. Well, I always see that.
It was through your flags that I found you, Trudy said.
And I'm hoping one day I get a shop back and I can make some of them.
Pam says, I started watching you before you went to Dutch's and lost your cell phone in the creek.
Yeah. Leighton's got that phone now. Yeah, Josh says work has been getting in the way of my YouTube. It does. And I remember those days. That's where you try, on your days off, you try to film ahead because you want to stay in that. You want to stay. If you post 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursday, you want to make sure Tuesday and Thursday you post. Nick, I don't know if you've seen this or got this message through YouTube, but they're encouraging to go live twice a week. That it will increase something. I should have screenshotted it, but
does that mean 4 times?
Yeah, there ain't no way we could go 4. I mean, if it was like twice a week, short ones, like out walking around the farm or whatever.
Yeah.
And another thing, I had a conference call today with our reps that are I don't know what you call them, agent. And another thing is, if y'all are creators on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, if you will take your video and even if you will edit just a little bit of it, which on me it would be the shorts, edit just a little bit of it in that platform and upload it, they'll push it before they would push one that's already pre-cut.
Kevin said, yes, you can. Go live one each channel for an hour, 2 nights a week. So go like an hour today, an hour tomorrow. But that just, to me, that evening time still, since I've had kids, evening times is my cleanup after the kids' time and sit down and try to relax and go to sleep. For some reason, I couldn't go to sleep last night. But I think it's because I took a long nap. I don't usually take naps. But Yeah, no. 2 hours one time a week is better than 1 hour
Yeah.
twice a week for me.
Dean says one channel that I was watching, he got mad about comments one time and cussed everyone out on there. I think he lost a lot of people, including me. Yes, because if you're going to
They're
get
there
mad,
for you.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I do get upset at some of the comments, but I don't fire back at them. I might say it in a video, like just get it off my chest. Nick said it, except Cassie ambushed us in the parking lot live. Yeah.
I haven't seen that. We used to do 2 a week. Just got busy. We need to go back to that, I guess.
Yeah, I just seen it pop up today.
It has a lot to do with the algorithm. The more the channel is used, the more it gets shared.
Eric says, how much longer to go back on trail? I will probably be another good week before I go back out. Yeah, because I say that. I actually went out today, but I just went in plain clothes. They was needing a drone to fly, so I went and flew a drone for them.
Sherman said I couldn't sleep last night either. It could have been because I was on the panel with the Vineyard Farmhouse till 1 a.m. Yeah, that could be why.
Yeah.
Usually me, though, I can, because like I said before, is every so often I will go back to sleep after I
There's Blake.
After I drop the kids off at the bus stop or whatever. Well, that's what I did yesterday, and good grief, Brandon, I think, woke me up at noon or something. I slept a long time. So I guess that's probably why. But usually I can go back to sleep.
I think some of it's like the medication she has taken for the sinuses and stuff in her ears.
Yeah, that could be too. I think that's why I feel more hyped up kind of tonight. I didn't think about that. I shouldn't have taken that. I just took a new medicine because my eyes are still really itchy.
Blake, a lot of people is wanting the live patrol, and I told them maybe one night here in a week or so, once I get better, maybe we'll get together and give them a live patrol for a little while. If you're still in here. Yeah, it's got a lot to do with the algorithm, and I'm so blessed right now. We are in the algorithm.
Good night, Nancy.
And we've never been in an algorithm like this.
Good night, Kay.
But I know soon the good's got the end, but I'm going to enjoy it while it's here. My goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers before the expo. So y'all be sure to share that with all the other people. They need to make sure they subscribe to our main channel. I trust the channels that I watch to be able to let my grandchildren. Yep, 100%. Oh, I'm a little far behind.
No, y'all usually hit 2 hours a week on each channel. So do your first hour on the main channel and the second hour on Brandon's channel. Still 2 nights a week, but 1 hour. The only reason we don't do that is because we do a video. So I'm live tonight because Brandon's video went out today.
Yeah.
So we don't want. Now some people are like, "Oh, I was watching your video," or they'll say like, "I was watching Brandon's video, but you went live, so I hopped on your live." But usually the people that come in our lives will go back and watch the videos.
Yeah, I think
that would be awesome. Blake said.
I may experiment with just, while I'm out in the yard or whatever, do a small live. I don't know. We'll just see. And I may just do what we continue doing. 2 hours that's quite a bit because I'm trying to get back into the routine of the members deal to actually go through the animals and give them one-on-one time. Now that I get well, hopefully I can do that because, and then we still try to do a members live here and there, but it's just so hard to do a members live at night because everybody's in bed, and it's hard to have something to talk about if you don't have a bunch of people commenting over here. Yeah, Blake need to see the new unit. Yeah, Blake's got a pretty sharp unit.
15,000. If I wouldn't say it to my great grandma, then I don't say it in my videos.
Yeah, I agree with that. Good evening, Jan.
He says, honestly, most regular viewers are fiercely loyal. They'll watch no matter what.
Yeah, and that's what I tell them, Nick, is the title and thumbnail isn't for, because we get a lot of people, I'm not watching no more. You make it all dramatized and you should respect us more than this. The title and thumbnails isn't for our loyal followers. The titles and thumbnails is trying to reach out to attract new people to click on it, because you're hoping they see that and see something interesting and subscribe. Blake said, I just pre-ordered a 2020. Oh, wow. Did you say, is that Brandon? You just ordered one for Brandon? Is that what I'm missing them words for?
I think he's saying Stephanie. It don't have to be police unit.
Tina said,
Good night, Chipper.
You are getting so close to 80,000, so it shouldn't be a problem. I sure hope not. Y'all just be sure to like and share.
Eric said, are you going to do another live with Kayson? He was having the time of his life in the last chat. It's too bad it ended early. Yeah, we'll do another one.
Well, used to, we did it all the time, but it's just so hard in this small, tiny home. But I'm not complaining. This is a lot better than the camper. A lot better.
Brandon, Stephanie, whatever y'all are doing is working, so it doesn't need fixed.
Yeah. If you can figure out how to make my notification bell beep again, I'd not miss so much. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they determine who gets it. It's also.
Have we heard anything about the house? No, nothing new.
Let's say, says it's also a job to get folks to watch your job. Yes, you're right about that. Blake said, laugh out loud, undersheriff new unit, I bet. No, we haven't heard anything about the new house.
We know I'm laughing at the titles because long-time watchers.
Yeah, and that's the deal. It isn't that. I'll never forget some of the comments. It isn't for our loyal people. It's to grab the attention from others. And, the one that they really got mad was with the pig one when we said they was leaving or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But the whole deal is you've got to mix those titles and thumbnails up to get, because that's just the way the world is. They like drama. They like drama.
The sheriff's new unit should be here next week, hopefully.
Oh, wow.
Man, I want his truck.
Yeah.
Hi, Brandon and Stephanie. I love watching both channels, and I watched the other one you suggested also.
Yes. If I suggest them, they're good. I can promise you.
You have good content, great animals. I love family channels. There is a good one in Oklahoma called Janu Acres, or it could be Jano.
I've never heard of that.
EAU sounds like O. Law enforcement loves drama. It makes the job fun sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll love to watch that. Tim has been subscribed well over a year. I thought I was because I watch with him, but apparently I'm a new subscriber. Well, awesome.
Have you tried hashtags in your titles?
Sometimes I do put hashtags. I just honestly, I keep 3 hashtags in the description box. I don't do the hashtags on the putting in the titles. I put it in the description box, but I did learn today that the hashtags on TikTok, it doesn't help. The only way to help is like if somebody's searching for, if you put a goat. If somebody's searching for a goat, that'll pop in. But I did learn that today. Hashtags on Facebook and TikTok does not push the channel.
Brand, the video of the last ride was beautiful. I had tears in my eyes. Susan sent $10.
It was hard to put that together. but we finally got it there, and I'm just glad that we was able to give him
What he
actually,
wanted.
yeah, what he wanted. Um, so yeah, the first big live we had was Zoe passing out, and still got accused of it being for views. Wow. Yeah, you know, but that's the deal is when you do flirt with something like that, even if it is passed out, you're still going to have them ones that say that. It's crazy.
Lauren says, I don't mind a little excitement, just not when they are close to lies or make you think it's one thing and it's another. Not going to name names, but a couple of channels I don't watch much anymore.
You know, and I understand that, but if you're on this side, it's hard. I mean, it takes me 30, 45 minutes to do a title and thumbnail. Brandon, you look more relaxed. Yes, I feel more relaxed for sure.
Dean said, I thought if I put a hashtag of your name in the subscription, it would notify you. Like Facebook, but it's not a hashtag that it knows. Well, if it says your name, it does.
What
Facebook, it does.
In YouTube, if you put a hashtag, how's that work?
I
Because I'll show you what I get here.
Kevin, that's us too. He said titles and thumbnails are the hardest part, in my opinion. Yeah. How much more excitement do you want in a video? Left alone.
So this is my day. It says it my daily. You can't see it.
I was gonna say get closer.
It says your daily brand alert. Eddy Family Farm. We found one new result. I can't say it since your last email, and that is where Stephanie uploaded a video. So in that video, in the description box, she's got Eddy Family Farm. So being that I got a hashtag, she got a hashtag in there, or if it's in, it has to be in the hashtag in the description. It will send me an email anytime anybody uses our name.
Susan $10 says, Steph, I think you are amazing and I love your channel. Thank you, Susan. Did you see Daniel's new van? Awesome 4-wheel drive van. That was awesome. Him and Houston slipping. Yeah, I seen that.
I texted him last night.
He was gonna get it.
Yeah, I texted him last night. I was like, "Boy, howdy, you gonna have some fun with that?"
The last ride, my brother died a few years back. He was a truck driver. His last ride was on the back of his best friend's rig, about 30 miles on the main highway. What a ride it was!
Wow. The last call was really hard. Kevin said the titles and thumbnails are the hardest part, in my opinion. You're 100% right. You don't think I don't make phone calls and text messages to get help on some of mine.
Good night, country mom.
That's why I didn't get that remark about y'all's. You've shot raccoons and snakes on camera. I mean, come on. Remark about y'all's.
Lauren said, just say it like it is. Those of us that love you all and are interested in whatever you are sharing with us, I love your family and will always be rooting for you all.
Well, thank you so much. Y'all have done such an amazing job. Y'all don't only support one, y'all watch both of our channels, and y'all don't know how much that actually helps us out here on the farm. I mean, the way I look at it is, growing up, I used to play a game called Sim Farm, and you built your own farm. But by y'all watching our videos,
Michelle,
it's like y'all are building a farm, but obviously we do take some of y'all's advice, but y'all are building a farm as well, because the more y'all watch our stuff, the more it allows us to do more stuff on our farm. Just like Nick and Zoe, when they make the new pens and stuff for the hogs, the more you watch those videos, the more they're able to do stuff on the farm, the extra stuff, I guess you'd say. Because if we didn't have as many people watch our channel, I can promise you we wouldn't have that many goats. And so many people are worried about how many goats we got, but all those goats, they're fat and healthy. And, complain about, well, oh, I can't believe your food bill or this and that. Here's the deal. If the food gets too high, we'll get rid of some. But I just love animals.
Just $10 said, hoping y'all do a live patrol soon. It sounds like it might be in the works.
Yeah, we might be in the works.
I was always taught if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything else. I was taught the same thing. I tell the kids that all the time.
I edit. Oh, you already read it?
No.
I edit. Zoe does the thumbnails, and we figure out the title together.
I read it, but I read it in my head.
So
I was waiting for you to stop.
So what I do is I do that, but then I send it to her to proofread it because I just, everything goes together. But to make sure it's right, I send it to her.
I like doing that, though. I thought about doing college a while back and going for, like, being an editor type something. I love it. I love words. I don't like to read. I just love words. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me. I was taught that also. That's why I don't talk much. I'm a veteran, and my dad's a retired Dallas officer. Haven't watched the last ride video yet. Gotta be ready to have a cry laugh loud. Your goat looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it's very sad. In that last call, it just sends chills up my neck.
Click on the subscribe once. There, unclick the bell that says none. Once you've done that, click on the bell that says personalized. I just done those steps, clicked on personalized. It said I would get notifications.
Okay. So the members, it's not on the staff's channel. It's on our main channel. It's that little green button. It says join. And there's two steps. There's the basic member and the VIP member. So the VIP is access to everything. In the basic, sometimes we add them in the lives and those little small videos, but it just that just helps the farm.
I think she might have been talking to the one that said that they got
no, there's one up here I missed.
Subscribed or something.
There's one up here that said something about, yeah, I want to be a member, but I don't have that online page. Oh, okay. Never mind. I just read the top half. Yeah.
You're like riding that tractor. You did a good job on it. Once you get used to it, do you want to drive it? You'll want to drive all the time. Then he has to get him a new one because that'd be yours.
Yeah. Well,
it was, I mean, surprisingly a lot like the backhoe, except obviously the clutch, but I think I'll get used to it.
Did y'all get y'all's water unfroze? Yes. So that was another deal that got me was we put the heater underneath the house to unthaw the pipes because me growing up, I remember my dad and my grandpa doing that. But I made sure to say in there that we did not leave that unattended. We was always awake. Now, one night we was on a live and it was going because it was super, super cold out there. But we wasn't asleep. I'm not going to leave it on asleep. I missed the start, but better late than never. You're right.
Why would anyone care what your food bill is for the animals? It's not coming out of their pockets, and all the animals are well taken care of. You guys do a great job.
You're 100% right. That's what kind of startles me is just like, or you got too many animals. And it's like, how do you know? I mean, honestly, I want more, but I just can't have it right now. Tim said, I need to watch it, but right now I can't. Too close to home, fighting for him. Yes, you're right. And that we're on yours, but yeah, that C word, it won't pop up on mine because I can't stand to see that. Hey, are that we're going to go live again on the morning Teddies? Justin, not right now. Maybe I heal up and we get back in the cool or the nice mornings and stuff. I do miss that. That was pretty awesome with the animals coming around. I do miss that.
What are y'all going to do with the camper? So right now, we are just kind of using it as storage until we get everything out of it and cleaned out and stuff. But once we do that, Brandon has mentioned that he's going to make it kind of like a project to find a couple or a family or something that doesn't have a place to live and give it to them.
Yeah, not necessarily a family, but somebody that lives that is going to better their living. Obviously, it will have to go to RV park and they'll be responsible for that. But we'll see. The car deal, we gave a car away 2 years ago and they lost that car. I think they drove it for 6, 7 months. And then I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared.
Yeah. Feet's done. Okay. I wasn't brave enough to put ours under the house, just beside it, pointing under the house.
Yeah, I did that.
Ours is a lot lower.
Yeah, I did that
or higher
because just when we first did it, it didn't take but about 10, 15 minutes. But that one night, we left it going for a while. And I think that's the reason why it never froze back up because we had everything unthawed under there. But Nick, I forgot to send you an email the other night. That no, I'm going to remind me send you an email. This company that I used to help me with the titles and stuff. I'm fixing to switch companies.
I try to count all the goats. It's like trying to count minnows in a bucket.
Hard. Hey, look here, Ed. We don't have to count them no more because we just go this button right here, report.
Go closer.
We go to goat report right there, and there we go. We have 37 does. Oh, all the bucks ain't in there. We got about 44 goats now. I love this new app for the goats. This is amazing. I just love it because you can go through there. Every one of those goats has got their own profile. And then here at the bottom, and I'm not recommending this. I'm just waiting. I'm playing with it just to see how well it's going to work. So at the bottom here, Creamer's right here. So that's the date she was born. When she come to the farm, when she came to the farm, we purchased her from Marie. And then at the bottom, right there, it shows that this is her offspring. So then you go back in there and put all their information in there. So when they have offspring, their offspring will be under their name. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now we're going to put our other animals in. Even though it's just for goats, we're going to put our other animals in there too. Had I seen your video before we had that issue, I might have tried it, but it posted a little too late, and we were already in the yeah.
I like pig's pipe. It will swell up and harder to bust.
Yeah, it's a lot harder. Yeah, it does save a lot of time. It's real handy for sure. One of y'all actually sent us an email for it. Yeah, it's a cool app. Oh, Ed?
You want to mugshot all the guineas too?
I don't know about all that. Oh, yeah, I won't tell my husband. I won't tell my hubby. I love your videos too. Tell what was awesome seeing that dog feeding that baby goat that you guys helped. I never seen that before, but she is she is a good dog. Yes, she is. And this we are getting her fixed after this litter of puppies, but she has the most beautiful babies. I mean, they're beautiful, and which we only have like four or five,
males.
4 or 5 left now. They're going quick. So if you want one, you better send an email. We only get 4 males left, or
Why don't
3
you,
males.
wrap your pipes so they don't freeze. The pipes are wrapped with just the styrofoam wrap, but we just haven't gotten around to doing an underskirting type thing to it yet.
So that ground where that pipe comes out of the ground, I had took that off. I think I don't know why there was for some reason why we took that off, but it didn't get put back on there. Once again, that was on me. Steph, I love it when the puppies growl.
Bark at you, too funny. Yeah, I know. They're hard not to love. When it's that cold for that long, wrap isn't enough. Right
No,
now.
it was definitely, yeah.
I had a dog that fed a litter of kittens when their mother got ran over. Oh,
That's crazy.
nope, nothing new on the house, Justin.
Nothing new, but it's almost 11 o'clock here, guys. Brandon, after your surgery, does it feel like it's fixed? I can't tell 100%. It still hurts over here, but I've got, the wounds there. But it's almost 11 o'clock here, guys. We had a wonderful night chit-chatting with everybody. I love it when it goes this smooth. Brandon, you need to do a live with the boys. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to do that sometime. But when it goes this smooth, it's just like sometimes you feel it and sometimes you don't. And tonight was wonderful. But tomorrow night, guys, I think it's about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Mr. Kevin with Our Way Out is going to be live. I will most likely send a message out when he goes live. Y'all be sure to go over there and join the live. We have a lot of fun in there, just like we do here. Kevin and them, they've had a YouTube channel for a while. They took a break there for a little bit, but they just got back into posting.
I need a bunch of y'all to go over there so that he has to just keep looking at that screen, scrolling through comments.
Yeah, like keep on. Let's see before everybody runs off here. That's old Dean right here. Y'all want to hear Dean? I don't know if y'all can hear Dean.
I don't know. Dean?
I don't know if y'all can hear Dean. I don't know if y'all can hear Dean.
No, you can't hear him.
Way out. I'll post a video too when we go over there. He's almost getting ready to hit 2,000 subscribers. So go over there and show some love and support. And we will be over there. What time is that again? 8 o'clock?
I believe so.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. But I just posted that link up over there.
8 o'clock.
And like I said, he's at 1,000, 1,900 subscribers.
I will soon.
So 100 y'all go over there, pass him up to 2,000, and y'all be sure to. Abby won't let us have them after her bedtime. Oh, Abby likes going to the bedtime. Yeah, or
she likes the lives.
The lives, they're so fun to watch. But y'all go over there and be sure. Everybody got a comment, because we're going to make him work tomorrow. That's going to be the job for tomorrow. So, anyways, y'all have a wonderful night.
Good night.
God bless.